What's going on, y'all? J.Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar. So look, man, I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Y'all seen the title, right? About chess. Chess is a game of war, man. You gotta understand that. Whenever you play a chess game, you gotta premeditate your moves. Not really premeditated, but you got to make sure you make the right moves at the right time. Sometimes you make a mistake and you make the wrong move. You know what I'm saying? That's what J. Cole did. You know what I'm saying? But we don't say, oh, we don't give up so fast. That's like me playing a game of chess, right? And I make a one move and then I resign after I make one move. You know what I'm saying? The game ain't even done yet. You already made that move. Let it play out. That's how I see it, man. Uh, First and foremost, I want to say I'm a J. Cole fan. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I remember I went to I got the sideline story. The first person to get the sideline story that I know of off of the CD joint. You know what I mean? I was the first person to get the sideline story. I listened to all of his mixtapes leading to the sideline story, so I already knew he was hot. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this dude is cold. That cold world was for real, man. So I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just giving y'all my honest opinion on the situation. You know, like you can't backpedal in this, man. You can't backpedal unless you're playing defense. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a chance to play defense because only one move was made, man. You know what I'm saying? Why you resigned already? You know. So when I think about this, I think about a lot of freestyles. You know, a lot of rappers. You know that come from where I come from, New York City, in particular. You got the KRS-One, The Bridge Is Over. You know that was before my time, but I know that's a staple to the rap industry, the rap world. You got Nas, Jay-Z. You got Tupac, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? You got Tupac, Hit 'Em Up, of course. You got Biggie, Who Shot You, even though they say it wasn't directly directed at Tupac, so-called is what they say, but all of them never backpedaled, man. They always stood on they always stood on it, man, even at some point, probably they was like, oh, yeah, this not it right here, you know what I'm saying? Dame Dash said Jay-Z apologized at some point, but I never heard him apologize directly, So if y'all know of him apologizing, send me the video. I like to see the link or whatever, but man, so J. Cole, I was thinking about it, like, yo, J. Cole is not a warrior. I heard my son say that. He said, J. Cole he's a warrior, not a gladiator. And it hit me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It hit me like that because, he's not built for that life. He's bothered very easily. You can hear it in his voice. He did he spoke on stage and you could hear his voice crackling when he spoke about the situation.
But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that don't sit right in my spirit. Trying to find a little angle and downplay his greatness. I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest to ever touch microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, that was the lamest, goofiest shit. And it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God aligned me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that Kendrick really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that to the chin, boy. Do what you do. It's love. I pray that y'all are like, forgive the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. It let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God, because I want to do that for y'all right now.
I felt good for 10 years until this point. That's what he said, basically. You know what I'm saying? So when something bothers you that much, it shows your actual character. It shows you're really not what you want to be. You know what I'm saying? He's a good, dope rapper. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a gladiator. You know what I'm saying? He not from where we from neither. I'm not knocking anybody from another state, but battle rap started in New York, man. This is what we like. You know what I mean? We really, we really like take pride in this rap thing, the rap culture. Not to say that the baby would have been the same way. The baby probably would have been like, yo, because he could spit too. He probably would have, he wouldn't do. I don't think he would have did what J.Cole did, man. And like it really bothered him to that magnitude. And when Ether dropped, we had Takeover. When Takeover dropped, I remember hearing that. I'm like, oh, that joint fire. That joint fire. You know what I'm saying? So I heard Ether. I'm like, yo, that's fire, right? Then it's a follow-up. Remember I was talking about chess in the beginning, right? It gotta be planned out, man. You can't just make a move and not think. And that's what J. Cole did. You can't make a move and not think. For example, I'm using examples now, right? Jay-Z made Takeover. Nas waited probably 8 months after. I think he dropped it on Jay-Z's birthday. I might be wrong. He dropped it on a specific date to mess with his mental. You know what I'm saying? And during that time frame, he had time to think, like, yo, do I really want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Not verbatim, but he had time to prep and think if he really wanted to do that. And some people don't prep and think if they really want to do that. And J. Cole is a primary example. Now, look, I'm not knocking him for what he did. At the end of the day, he went on stage and he spoke his heart. He spoke what was bothering him. But, dog, we can't do that where we from, man. We can't do that. Like, I heard KRS One. I heard, KRS One, The Bridge Is Over. Nas, Ether, Jay-Z. I've said that before. I heard all those rhymes already. You know what I'm saying? Nobody backpedaled, man. I even heard a story of when Tupac was in New York, and Nas pressed him or something like that, or Nas was about to run down on him, and Tupac stood his ground. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a rap battle, but it's the art of war. It was a war going on. You know what I'm saying? It was like that's the type of mentality you gotta have sometimes. If you built for the gladiator mentality, I want to play a video though. This video talks about it's Dame Dash explaining something, and I feel like it correlates to this whole topic. So I'm gonna find it. There we go.
I think what Alejandro wanted to know, when Nas came out with that Ether album, what was you guys like image of that? Was you guys like, we got getting, how do you feel about Jay response?
Jay's response was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we had first hit him with the joint at Summer Jam. That was kind of hard when we take over the things. But then when he came with the Ether, I was kind of hyped because he said my name. I was hyped. Like, yes, I'm in a rap record. But the response, I wasn't there for the response. I had landed. Irv Gotti fucked that one up. Every time Irv got in that business, he fucked shit up.
So you would say Nas won that battle?
Yeah, that battle, yes.
That's what I thought, but like,
What do you mean, but he did.
Yo, that's why you gotta love Dame Dash, man. Pause. He funny too, man. Like, what is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, at the same time, he gonna keep it 100 sometimes. You know what I mean? Most of the time, unless it's somebody that he like, nah, but you might brush it off or whatever the case may be. But you gotta love Dame, man. Pause, man. But yeah.
Did.
Yeah, he won that one.
I'm not saying he didn't. He threw that Ether on him. He had him apologizing. Like, the rap that he did was whack. Like, when I heard it, I was pissed. Like, I heard it. I was coming from doing a Rockwear ad on a private, I just landed from like Arizona, and I'm listening to this shit on the radio. Like, what the fuck is this? So I'm like, I was like, go to fucking baseline, cause I want to know what happened. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And they in there high-fiving and something. What y'all high-fiving for? This shit is whack. This nigga talking about other niggas' business and shit. Like, we don't do that. And then it was like Irv. I was like, Irv Gotti. Call Herb, though. Don't ever get my business again, bro. Like, what you doing? You not about war. You see how his wars go.
See? So when Dame said Jay-Z apologized, it's more like I had no recollection of that. But if y'all do know of a situation where Jay-Z apologized to Nas or his fans or whatever the case may be, let me know and send me that link. I like to be enlightened, man, but I'm sure it wasn't to the magnitude which J.Cole apologized, which kind of made him look, made him look bad, man. Made him look bad. And that's my opinion. J. Cole as a man did what he wanted to do, and a lot of people, if you ask a million people, you might get a million different answers at the end of the day, but when he spoke about war, you know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for the war, man. You can't just bring a knife to, Jay-Z said it, can't bring a knife to a gunfight, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that, you know what I'm saying? And Takeover, he said that, you know what I'm saying? That's what he did, you know what I'm saying? It's more like, it wasn't the first move. It was like the third move, and then Nas did the best thing and not responded. That's what J. Cole could have did, not respond after he dropped that. Even though Kendrick responded, or just let it play out, man. See how it plays out at least. Man, that's just my take on it. Just let me know what y'all think of the situation, man. Y'all already know what to do. It really ain't nothing new. Bow. Thanks for watching. Like. It helps the discoverability of the video.